If you smell what The Rock is cooking, ladies and gentlemen, we just had an electrifying start to Monday Night Raw. Cody came out there, cut one of his, run-of-the-mill promos, and out of nowhere, we hear the music of The Rock. He comes into the ring, he shocks everybody. Then he just whispers to Cody Rhodes. This was certainly shocking, and I do want to get your thoughts. What did you think about this segment? Brian, let's start with you.
All right. So this segment, it was definitely interesting. The Cody promo was fine. It was cool. I enjoyed some of the things he had to say. But The Rock coming out, that's the shock value for me. I wasn't expecting it. It was fun to see because at heart, you still want Cody to finish the story, at least in my case, but you still want to like The Rock. It's just the tough part. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun to see The Rock come out, get, surprise everybody. But ultimately, I just didn't really understand the face off. It was cool to see in the ring, but it honestly feels like a Rock and Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 40 main event. Like Roman Reigns might as well go on ahead, my boy, drop that title because you ain't doing nothing right now, and let The Rock and Cody Rhodes wrestle for it. And whoever wins that is the champion, because right now Roman Reigns feels the most irrelevant he has been, I would say, since the Shield days, bro. Because ever since you talk about Roman Reigns, the big dog, he's been shoved down people's throats. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about irrelevant right now, this right here, right now, feels like Roman Reigns is irrelevant. The Rock is just the final boss, and Roman Reigns is just little bro. Those are just my 2 cents.
Boy, Roman Reigns just got a nasty straight from Brian. I don't know. I don't even know what Roman did. But, man, this was very exciting. I say the best way we started off Raw in a very long time, because Cody Rhodes came out there, and I think the promo he cut this week was 100 times better than the promo he cut last week. Because, going back, revisionist history, looking back to what he did last week, I think we really only enjoyed that promo because he was cursing. This week, he came out with the aggression, hitting those great points, trying to get the crowd behind him, shouting out Michael Cole, shouting out Pat McAfee, just a good babyface promo. And you know what? It would have been fine if it cut there, but as Stone Cold says, the final boss music hits, the arena got electrified, and The Rock came down with one of the best entrances of all time. You know what? I used to say Stone Cold was 1A and The Rock was 1B. But I am going to stand on this point right now and say The Rock has taken 1A, because he's been such a great wrestler for such a long time. He's still coming back, impressing everybody just like he did, if not even more than he was back then. He came out, didn't have to say any words to Cody Rhodes. The crowd was going crazy. This is awesome chance. And like you said, it looks like we're heading towards The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and not The Rock versus Roman Reigns, because Cody Rhodes is standing for himself. The Rock can stand for himself. When we saw Cody Rhodes go against Roman Reigns on Friday Night SmackDown, it was disappointing. But when these two got in the ring, that electricity from the crowd and just that whole atmosphere, insane. I thought this was a great way to start off Raw, and I'm even more excited for WrestleMania right now. Omer, what did you think about all of this?
I thought Cody's promo was fine. I didn't think it was anything special, like decent to good promo. I think the segment as a whole left a lot wanting, at least from my point of view. I felt like, The Rock came out, and that is great. And it was a big shock, big surprise. What's the follow through? And that may not be happening tonight. That may not be happening until like later down the line. But one thing we do know is that eventually that we are going to come to a head with this feud. And I think you guys all touched on it individually. What is the future of the storyline? Because the match that everyone's talking about for Mania 41 is Roman Rock. And I think Roman is still he's still an integral part of this story, but a year from now, is he going to be in a position where we want to see Roman Rock? Or is it going to be that the money match is Cody versus The Rock? I don't know. The other thing I will say, and I told you guys this watching it live, my guys, Triple H, I love you to death. Great booker, all that jazz. These segments where people just come in the ring and stare at each other, and then the WrestleMania signs in the background, I'm tired. I'm so tired of it. It wasn't good when you were doing it in NXT. It wasn't good when Triple H and Undertaker did it. It wasn't good when Triple H and Sting did it. It's just not good. It's not for me. Maybe that's just it, but that's my 2.5 cents there.
These young guys just want everything right now, y'all. Let it build.
Felt like I had deja vu right there. I think you said like the same exact thing perhaps in another video. I agree, man. Like when people stare down each other, you shouldn't do that too much. Like this should be Undertaker, Triple H, or Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Kind of insane comparison right there. But yeah, it should be reserved maybe a couple of times, not even a couple of times, maybe once every year or every couple of years. Anyhow, this segment was absolutely incredible. I agree with Kenny. I'm on Kenny's side on this one. All they needed to do was this Raw. Like, when is the last time something big happened on Raw? It's been years, and like this is a big moment. And I love the fact that they didn't announce anything. I think Brian was deep on like X and like trying to, or was aware of a couple of rumors. I had zero clue,
Yeah.
and I was
No idea,
really,
Kenny.
yeah, just taken back. And I love this. The entrance, yeah, it's one of the best entrances of all time. I agree. And the thing is, you talked about Stone Cold, Kenny, and you said The Rock now passed him over. And I agree, because when you look at it, Stone Cold just wrestled, and he's one of the best wrestlers of all time. Top 3, easily, top 1 or 2 for most people's list. But The Rock also wrestled, did insane stuff in wrestling, went over to Hollywood, represented wrestling over there, came back. Now he owns like pretty much an important position in a wrestling company. He's not only wrestling, he's doing everything else as well. And now I want to touch on also like the fact that, yeah, the Cody Rock thing feels way bigger than anything else right now. Like Seth Rollins, forget about him. Anyways, Roman Reigns, forget about him. Actually, like after the Fridays promo, I think Roman Reigns completely forgot about him. Like he even feels less important to me than Seth Rollins. I'm being a little facetious by saying this one, but
Fair.
it's like, yeah, like what are you doing, Roman? Like even Cody, Friday he was very PG, or not even just PG. It was just very chill, no fangs out. This week when he was not face to face with Roman Reigns, like he cut a beautiful promo, and like you said, Kenny, he didn't have to swear. So where was this Cody Rhodes last Friday on SmackDown when it counted, when it mattered? Where is
don't wanna
Roman Reigns
embarrass him.
in general? Yeah, but I do agree with Brian and Omer. Your like criticism of the fact that nothing much happened. They could have given us something else, but at the same time, if I had to say something definitive, the fact that they did this, that this was all they needed to do. Like we got the moment, we got excited, we're hyped up, man. Like, and it also established that with The Rock, at the very least, when he's like involved in something, we don't know what to expect anymore. And the last thing I'll say is that, man, after like WWE for years announcing 29 participants in a 30-man Royal Rumble for years upon years, like we know in everybody, this is the stuff I want. Bring back the surprises, bring us back to the good old days, and that's what The Rock has been doing. I hope he continues to do this, and even when he's gone, his influence kind of steeps over to the WWE and the management and the booking, and we see more stuff like this, because this was freaking beautiful, man. I love it. This is why we watch wrestling. Anyhow,
The last thing I'll say is the biggest indictment about that that Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes promo from last Friday night on SmackDown. What's the most memorable part about that entire segment? It's the end where the fan cooks Roman for no reason
oh my
whatsoever.
God.
Yeah.
Like that's what people remember. You don't remember anything substantial from that promo.
I agree.
I will say Roman needs a spot. Roman needs to come out there by himself and cut a hot promo or something, because
I
right
agree.
now they just left him in
He
the
did it to
dust.
Seth a little while ago. You got to bring him back and do and go solo for another promo or so.
All right, fellas. Any last thoughts?
Nah,
That's
we
it.
good. Let's get it.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and kiss that